Hello everybody, Vesper here, and I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I thought I'd make a quick video regarding Mortal Kombat X. Well, in case you guys have been living under a rock, Mortal Kombat X is set to release on April 14th, which is very soon. And this will be released on the PC, Xbox One, and PS4. It also will be available for both the Xbox 360 and the PS3 in the future. Recently they announced that it will be delayed. Well, recently there has been a ton of news on Mortal Kombat X in the last month. It's insane. It seems like they just bunched up all the news all together on the last few weeks. There has been even people who have gotten the game early. So I'm basically just going to make a quick summary of what this game is going to bring to the table when it comes out, and my plans for it as well. Now the roster size in this game is huge. When you launch this game, you're going to start off with 25 characters, including Goro if you pre-ordered the game. And then they're going to release a ton of DLC characters really soon. Some of the DLC characters include some classic ones from older Mortal Kombat titles, as well as some goofy ones like Jason Voorhees and Predator, thanks to WB Entertainment. Speaking of DLC, there are a ton of bundle choices for this game, guys, like a million bundles, from Amazon to GameStop, etc. The main thing you need to know is that there's just the game, and then there's the complete edition, and then there's a huge bundle with a Scorpion statue. I'm personally just going to get the complete edition because the complete edition is going to include all the extra costumes and the DLC characters. If you guys want, you could just purchase the game with no bundle, and you can buy the combat pack separately later in the future if you want, and still get the DLC characters and the costumes. Of course, it's going to cost you more money if you buy it separately. Let's talk about the game modes now. I have to admit that NetherRealm Studios is pretty much the flagship when it comes to solo content in fighting games. But there will also be a lot of multiplayer stuff as well, of course. Tower mode is going to return to Mortal Kombat X, but this time there's 3 different towers. I think there's a quick tower, a daily tower, and there's a tower that changes weekly as well, a premier tower. So one of the towers will be kind of like your classic tower where you have to climb to the top, and another one where you only have 24 hours to complete. It's more of a daily tower. And then there's the Premier Tower, which is updated on a weekly basis, and that has a different theme as well. There will be a Test Your Luck mode, and this is basically a slot machine modifier for your fights, where it will give you a bunch of different modifiers when you play against your opponent, and like things like you can't jump, or you're poisoned, crazy stuff like that, and that keeps things fresh, of course. Of course, their story mode is going to be the big thing for Mortal Kombat X. If you guys remember from Mortal Kombat 9, their story mode was actually really good. It's more about playing each character and seeing how everyone ties into the story, rather than just picking a character and getting their own part of the story. Now for multiplayer stuff, man, I really hope the netcode is good. I'm praying, man. Supposedly there's going to be a day 1 patch on the netcode, but we won't know that is until I actually get a copy of the game myself. Now, the big thing about multiplayer that they're advertising is this faction mode, and basically you're going to be able to choose your own faction, and every time you do single player stuff or multiplayer stuff, you'll be gaining experience for your faction, and I think it's like the end of every week or something there is a faction winner, and you'll be getting cool bonuses and stuff for that as well. And I think that'll be great for the social experience, especially since there's faction specific fatalities. In terms of the game itself, they're going to add a stamina bar, which is going to allow us to run now, and you're going to need your stamina bar to backdash and even combo break. They're going to add environmental objects to the stages that we're going to be able to interact with and use as weapons or ways to traverse across the map. And I know a lot of you guys don't like that part about Injustice, because that's what they're taking it from, but they seem pretty tame in Mortal Kombat X so far. The big thing about the game is the variation system, and the way that works is before you choose your character, you can choose from one of 3 different variations, which slightly change what your character looks like, but most of all, it's going to change how your character plays. It'll change things such as adding special moves to your character in that specific variation, or even passive bonuses such as poisoning your opponent. The main point of the variation system is for you to be able to play the character to suit your playstyle or to deal with a very specific type of matchup. So there's zoning and rushdown orientated variations. The animations themselves in the game seem a lot smoother. It's not as clunky as it was in Mortal Kombat 9. One thing I should mention to you guys is that there's going to be a fight pad specifically made for Mortal Kombat X. This controller will have no joysticks on it, and it will have 6 face buttons and their micro switches, meaning they're going to be more responsive. So if you want a cheaper option and you don't want to buy a joystick for the game, but you want something better than the regular pad, I suggest you might want to check this out. I also prefer to play on pad when I play Mortal Kombat in general. Alright guys, so let me know if you're planning to pick up Mortal Kombat X and if the game has done enough to interest you. I will of course check it out myself, but I was thinking of playing this one a little more casually. I was thinking of, you know, maybe playing through the story mode for example, and checking out some of the solo modes too. But obviously I will be playing online. Let me know guys if you're interested in me releasing some Mortal Kombat X videos and what kind of stuff would you guys like me to do with the game. Anyways guys, I'm heading out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take it easy.
Nice damage right there.
Still 2 bars for Scorpion, okay. Oh, he spent it though. Oh! Oh, he gets away! What can he set up here? Oh, okay, he burns stamina.
Yeah, we're gonna see that fatality again.
You can stand it.
Yeah, a lot of them are.